Hey everyone, welcome back to the August challenge and day 6. Hope you had a good weekend, had some rest, focused on some steps, maybe caught up with some of the workouts. We're only in week 2. We've got all of this week and then 2 more weeks. So it's a long period of time, but this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to build habits, build momentum, so that long after this challenge, you're going to keep up with the strength training, keep up with the daily exercise. Okay, so we're going to start off today with a bit more of a core focus. I think with these shorter workouts, for me the priority is always, with most of the people I work with, to build a really strong and stable core, because it makes everything else a lot safer. Things like lower body, upper body, running. We want to protect our lower back, avoid pain as we get older. So I do like to put a lot of focus on core. So we're going to do 5 exercises, 2 rounds, okay? 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest, okay? The first exercise we're going to do before we begin, I'll just show you, is a side plank. So my left elbow directly underneath my left shoulder, my knees stacked on top of each other. You probably see side planks with your legs extended, but I think most people struggle to get the right muscles activated, so I prefer to do this on the knees. So knees stacked, and you're going to lift your hips up, and as you do, kind of squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward, and we're going to hold this for 40 seconds. Okay, so let's get into position. So left elbow underneath your left shoulder, okay, knees stacked on top of each other. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and hips up, squeeze the glutes so you kind of push the hips forward. And we're just going to stay here because this is an isometric, and this is one of the best exercises for building strength in the obliques, in the core, on one side at a time, and that's going to really help you with stability and kind of really bulletproof this area so that you avoid back pain if you're sitting for a long period of time, playing sports, running, lifting weights. Okay, so just keep an eye on your hips. Don't let them sink to the floor. Try and keep them up high. Okay, if you want, you can have your arm reaching up to the ceiling. Okay, you can have it here. Sometimes it might take pressure off. You kind of extend your top leg. Find what's comfortable for you. Okay, rest. Okay, that's even quicker than 40 seconds, maybe because I was talking. All right, we're going to go to the other side. Okay, so right elbow, make sure it's directly underneath your shoulder. Okay, knees stacked. Okay, let's get ready. Lift and squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward. Really good. Okay, you might find that one side is harder than the other. That's why it's important to work these exercises where you work one side then the other, because you kind of even out. And that's another good thing for avoiding injury or favoring one side. Keep the hips high. Okay, so you probably are like myself, used to a lot of repetitions, squats, push-ups, running. Sometimes the hardest exercises are the ones where you have to hold a difficult position. Okay, keep the hips up high, but doing this once or twice a week. Okay, rest, and improving the time from 40 seconds to a minute and a half is really going to build your core strength. Okay, next one we're going to do a hollow body. So this one that I love doing so often. So shoulders up, head up, hands behind your head. You're going to reach to the ceiling and behind your head. Get ready. Okay, shoulders up, head up, chin down, feet off the floor, hands behind your head. Reach up to the ceiling and then lower your hands behind your head. So we're just adding some movement to make the hollow body a little bit harder. If it's too difficult with your legs extended, remember to bring your knees in closer to you. What you're trying to do is keep this gap under your lower back closed. So keep it pressed into the floor. Support your head and lift. Support your head and lift, okay? Sometimes I do this with my clients in the gym, holding a dumbbell, and they lower the dumbbell behind their head and up. Makes it really challenging for the core, but also works the triceps. So one of my favorite exercises, this one. Okay, up. The next one we're gonna do, feet close together, all the weight in your left foot, soft bend in the knee. Right foot is behind me, but there's no weight on that foot. Left arm up here, and I'm going to bring my right elbow, crunch it to my right knee, and we're going to do this for 40 seconds. Okay, let's go. So all the weight in your left foot, right foot behind you, left hand up here. Slow motion, make contact, reach behind you, but try to keep the weight in that front leg. So it's kind of a bit of single leg stability, but the core is getting involved here as well. Okay, I quite like this one. Has a slow, controlled stability exercise. Again, really useful for anyone that does anything that involves shifting weight from one foot to the other, which is basically everything we do. Walking up the stairs, walking, running, playing sports especially. Keep that left knee bent. All the weight throughout this 40 seconds is in that left leg. So it's like an isometric, really good. Okay, bouncing. If you want, we're going to switch to the other leg. And then we've got one more round. Okay, so shift all the weight. So feet close together, slight bend in the right knee. All the weight is there, left foot behind me, right arm up, slow motion crunch. Keep the weight in your right foot. Don't shift the weight into your left leg. Okay, this might look quite easy, but if you're doing it right, you should feel the right leg working in an isometric way. My foot is really having to grip the floor to balance, and the core is definitely working as I extend my limbs and bring them out in, especially because I'm trying to keep the rest of my body still and keep the weight in that right leg. So do let me know if you feel this one. Really good warm up, I feel. Keep going. Keep that right knee bent a little bit. Okay, bouncing. So that was one long round, 5 minutes. We're going to do one more. Okay, so back to the side plank on the left knee, bouncing. Okay, get that left elbow directly underneath your left shoulder. Don't have it out here, have it directly underneath. Knees stacked, hips up, squeeze the glute, push forward and hold. Okay, leg extended. If you feel very confident with this, you could extend both legs like this, full side plank. I'm just often very frequently see people struggling with that one. And even though I do this a lot, I still feel it better activation when I'm on my knees. Okay, so don't always have this ego thing that you have to go for the hardest variation, otherwise you're not getting stronger. I'm still getting stronger by using these modified variations and doing them better. Okay, rest. Okay, go to the other side. Right elbow directly underneath the right shoulder, knees stacked. Okay, so not too intense, core focus to set us up for the rest of the workouts this week. And let's lift. Squeeze the glutes, push forward. Okay, hand on your hip or hand up here. And there's lots of ways you can do variations with the side plank. You could hold a small weight up here. Sometimes you might see people bringing the weight down, twisting, reaching back up. And, you know, things that I don't necessarily think add a lot of extra intensity or effectiveness to the exercise, but make it more fun. And there's nothing wrong with trying to make exercises more fun, more interesting, if it means you're more motivated to do them. Okay, this, for example, just holding a side plank, very boring for me, but good for me. Keep the hips up high. This is the last side plank. Okay, rest. Okay, back to that hollow body. Remember, it's head and shoulders up, chin tucked in. There's no space under here. My core is engaged. The longer I am, the harder it is. And it's hands behind the head and up. Okay, if you have a dumbbell, feel free to use that. Okay, head and up, chin down, feet off the floor, 40 seconds. Okay, all of these exercises, I'm trying to use exercises that I think should be included in your weekly training anyway. So after the challenge, if you don't want to put it together yourself and incorporate it into your training, remember, these videos are always going to be relevant. So save them, repeat them. In fact, the more you repeat them, the better it's going to be. Okay, much better than doing them just once and never doing them again. Come back to these exercises. Okay, rest. Okay, bouncing. Okay, last 2 minutes. Okay, so sometimes we have short rests between exercises. The 20 seconds is on the longer side, but it just gives you time to recharge and do these exercises properly. Weight in your left leg, soft bend in the knee. Right leg floating behind me, slow motion. And it's really important, that part. See, only the limbs are moving here. The rest of my body is staying still. That bend in the knee is important because that ensures that the left leg is working. Keep going, reach. Okay, so I'm not going down and up, I'm going behind me and reaching in front of me at an angle. Keep that soft bend in the knee, nothing's moving here. My left leg's just supporting me while I go through this big movement. Keep going. Make sure you make contact. It's burning my left leg. Really effective, this one. Keep going. Okay, and I'm glad I got this challenge because I'm filming this on a Sunday when otherwise I might have had a very lazy day. A bit more sedentary. So this is good to kind of get all the muscles activated. Okay, bouncing, last 40 seconds. Shift the weight into your right foot. Bend your right knee, left leg behind you, right arm up. Let's go. Okay, great work. Kicking off another week. Okay, I notice there's a lot more views and comments on that Monday, Tuesday workout, and then they start to dwindle towards the end of the week. Let's try and fix that. Stay consistent. I don't care if you have to do 2 on one day to catch up, but try and get those 5 workouts done every week. That's all I'm asking for. 50 minutes, maybe a bit more each week. No matter how busy you are, you've got 50 minutes a week. Okay, keep going. Keep that weight in your right leg. But great work today. Okay, week 2, off to a good start, and rest. Great. Okay, thanks for joining me for that one. I'll talk to you in the chat and see you tomorrow for our next workout.